Again, welcome to Module 3 of Mindset, Manifestation, and Magnetism Mastery. And again, welcome to Module. Let's record this also on Zoom.
Progress.
And I'm so happy and excited to continue our module. I mean, the Holy Week happened, and then we decided to move together as a group to move it to this day. And so it's very timely as well because the module today is all about energetic recalibration, releasing the resistance and expanding your capacity to receive, becoming truly magnetic as the highest and fullest version of you. Before we began, I asked you before we go live, we went live, to share in the chat anything you want to be blessed, any intention you have today, something you want to be blessed today. In what ways are you still resisting? In what ways are you growing and shifting into highest consciousness? What has been your greatest lesson this week? In what ways are you growing and shifting into the highest, fullest version of you? And so I would love for you to take a moment, type in the chat, or simply reflect on your own process, whatever you want to solidify, anchor in, release, transmute, shift, and whatever you want to magnetize and call in. Let us witness each other here. And let us open this space together. Feel free to share throughout the class. I'm here, holding space for everyone. And I'm sleepy, by the way. I'm very sleepy. So expect that this class will be kind of slow paced compared to how I usually talk. I usually talk fast, so now I'm being more slow paced and relaxed. Relax. And as I speak, I'm sending healing energies to everyone. Let us open this space together. Before anything else, I just want you to take a deep breath and really arrive here. Close your tabs in your laptop and close your mental tabs in your mind. Put down whatever is distracting you, perhaps before you logged on or even now, just for this opening invocation, and then you can multitask again. You're here now, and let yourself land here fully. This space is yours to receive, to be activated, to grow, to learn, to expand. And so I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. You can touch your heart or one hand on your heart, the other one on your belly. The biggest inhale you've taken today. Slowly, deeply, fully and completely. And exhale, let it all drop, release all tension, all resistance, all pressure, all stale, stuck energies, anything and everything that is no longer serving you. Just keep on breathing this way throughout the class. Again, all the way in. And let it all go. I want you to just keep on breathing like this. Una vez más, all the way in. Inhale, soak in as much love and light as you're able. You can gently say, I love myself fully, completely, and unconditionally. And as you exhale, you may gently affirm, I release, I let go, I forgive with loving ease. Just keep on breathing this way throughout the whole masterclass, which is also an activation, healing, amplification, transmutation ceremony. Just keep on setting this intention to soak in as much love and light as you're able and release fully what's blocking you or what's no longer serving you. And remain grounded, feel your body fully supported by whatever you're sitting on right now or lying down on. Just feel yourself landing here fully. And let us recite the opening invocation together. Touch your heart. Let's begin. I am here. I release what no longer serves me. I expand into what I have been calling in. I'm ready to receive. So be it, and so it is. We call in the highest frequencies of love, truth, and healing. We call in our guides, our ancestors, our higher selves. We ask that everything spoken and received lands exactly where it needs to land, in the heart that is ready, the mind that is open, the soul who said, yes. It is done. It is completed. It is fulfilled. Amazing. Thank you for saying yes once again, and welcome back. Before we go into tonight's teaching, I want to hear from you first. As always, we can share one win, one blessing, one intention you're holding as we open this session. Big or small, anything you want to celebrate or call in tonight. And we start here by acknowledging all this, and we amplify all this because gratitude is not just a feel-good practice. It is one of the highest energetic frequencies available to you. And when you name your wins out loud in community, in witnessing each other, something shifts. The energy in this room changes. And it will keep on changing and shifting in the highest and best way. You feel a higher frequency. Do you feel the higher frequency when you enter this room? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Give me some emojis. Yes. And speaking of shifting energy, thank you, my loves. I want to share something before, as you share, feel free to just reflect and also to share later. Huh? Some of you are messaging me on WhatsApp. So that's also good. Whether in Zoom for everyone or directly to me, that's perfectly all right. I want to share something before we go into the teaching tonight. And this is about my post a couple of days ago, or was that yesterday? I have no sense of time. Time is an illusion anyway. Either yesterday or a couple of days ago, I have posted something based on personal experience. And I have walked through an exact lived demonstration of what we're about to explore together. I've been learning about it over and over again. And I posted this. I'm gonna read my Instagram. The universe rewards integrity. Showing up for your growth even when life gets overwhelming. Paying what you promised even when it feels uncomfortable. Keeping your word to yourself even when no one is watching. Investing in yourself and following through because you honor your commitment to yourself. The energy of integrity opens doors and magnetizes more love and abundance to you and every person you touch. Doors open for you. Opportunities find you. Money flows to you. When you act from integrity, the energetic signal you're sending to the universe is clear. I show up fully, and so the universe shows up for me. You cannot call in the promise of abundance while quietly breaking promises to yourself. You cannot attract high value opportunities while devaluing your own worth. Everything is a mirror. I was having my one-on-one session with Leanna yesterday, and we were talking about this, how everything is a mirror. Everything is a mirror. For example, in honoring any promise agreement, it is about being the highest version of yourself, who keeps your word and who knows that your growth and integrity are never just a luxury. They are your core truth. May you always decide and act from pure love, frequency, and integrity. Not worry, not doubt, not fear. Always trust your heart. Always trust your intuition and your magic. And speaking of decisions, I want to plant this seed right at the start of tonight's call because it connects to everything also we're about to go into, because we're anchoring in the highest version of you. Expanding your energetic capacity to receive does not just mean going into meditation and feeling how expansive you are, just how some spiritual teachers would teach you like that. Like you just have to go into meditation and then expand, feel yourself expanding. I was taught like that as well. But honestly, it's the energetics plus the belief systems plus your actions, and your actions, your inspired action steps involve decisions. Decisions are portals. I just saw this in Isa's story. She posted about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly where I am. So I reposted it. So decisions are portals. There's no wrong turn. There's no bad choice. There's only which version of your life you choose to walk into. You pick one direction. I'm reading the Instagram post that I saw. You pick one direction and you receive lessons. You pick another and you receive revelations. You pick nothing and the universe picks for you. Right? You cannot be just passive and you're not picking anything. You gotta choose, you gotta decide. You're not like you're not like a victim or passive. When you're flowing with life, it also means you gotta decide. Are you gonna move left or right? It's your decision. Every single decision you have ever made led you to this exact moment. Reading this, breathing this, being this. And you cannot get this wrong. You can only get it different. That so-called mistake from 3 years ago, that's a portal. That relationship that cracked you open, that's a portal. That moment you said yes when every part of you wanted to say no, that's a portal. Or that moment when you said no when every part of you wanted to say yes, that's a portal. Let's add that. I want to add that. That moment when you said no, when every part of you wanted to said yes, when every part of you wanted to say yes. Again, that moment you said no, when every part of you wanted to say yes. I have so many moments like that in my life. And I miss those opportunity portals. I call that opportunity portals. But then if it's really meant for you, it will come back. You will be led to it over and over again. And I told you I've lived this from 2012 to 2019. I first started my journey 2012 when there were like only a few thousands of us in the Reiki world. But now there are millions. But I started this journey, this craft, this energy healing, this studying of the laws of the universe, esoteric practices. Ever since I was a kid, I know all of you also started ever since you're a kid. Like how, you know, Thaz would already know how to do hilot or traditional massage ever since you're really young, and all this attraction to the goddesses in the mystical world, right? Ever since you were a kid. And like how, like, it's, you already know what you're meant to be ever since you were a kid. Like how Sophia was already a light worker, content creator ever since you're a little girl. So you already know what you're meant to be ever since you were a kid. You will always be guided to come back to it over and over again. So tonight, make that decision. Say the thing, book the flight, send the text, step through. Because newness is waiting on the other side of your next yes. So here we are, we're fully present, we're intentional and ready for our next chapter. And tonight we move through 3 steps of energetic recalibration. We look honestly at where resistance actually still lives. We do active release together. And as I speak, this is an identity upgrade activation that anchors in the highest version of you. It is done, it is complete, it is fulfilled. So be it. And so it is. I'm very happy because I see all of you creating content. It's not just that, huh? But I see all of you showing up. Like, 1 or 2 of you here didn't post for a long time, like months. And then suddenly you're posting daily or every other day, showing up fully, you're sharing and speaking your truth, you're sharing your divine wisdom. And these are decisions that you take every single day. These are portals. That's how you quantum leap, actually, to the next layer, to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. And I'm so happy, honestly. Not just when you manifest 1 million pesos or you manifest your most compatible divine life soulmate. No, not just that. When you show up, wait, just have to text one of your classmates. Her name popped on my mind. Okay. So let's do a program recap. Let's first remind ourselves where we are in this year-long journey together. Okay. But again, these are the 3 steps. This is it. This is tonight's journey. This is tonight's journey. Step 1, we identify where resistance lives in your mind, body, and energetic field. Step 2, the release and reset. We'll do active practices to clear your mind, body, and energy field together. And step 3 is highest self-activation. Identity upgrade activation that anchors in the highest version of you. But let's do first a recap. Let's remind ourselves where we are in this year-long journey together. In January, Module 1, your identity creates your reality. We mapped our deepest soul desires. We declared who we are becoming. We said, this is the life I'm choosing from this moment forward. I want you to hold on to that vision, to that highest vision, because everything we do moving forward is in service or in alignment, in service of that vision or in alignment to that vision. In February, Module 2, it's all about subconscious mastery. We went underneath the surface, underneath the affirmations, and into the programs running in your mind since childhood. We began rewriting those stories at the root. And tonight, Module 3 is all about energetic recalibration. And this is the bridge between the identity you claimed in January and the life that is now being built. We have been clearing our subconscious mind, again, with our activations, masterclasses together, and our decisions and inspired action steps. So now this is the bridge between the identity you claimed and the life that is now being built, and between the subconscious that we have been clearing and the new pattern you're ready to fully embody right now. This is where we dissolve the resistance that is still in the way, the subtle blocks, the indecisions, the resistance that shows up as procrastination. You know, we procrastinate because we're fearful or we're scared of what other people will say, or we are perfectionists. We want it to be perfect, so we don't offer it until it's super perfect. But honestly, it's in the doing that you perfect it. It's in the practice that you perfect it, right? It's in the lived wisdom that you get better and better and better and better. Sometimes we have this, I almost have it, and then you watch it slip away because of self-sabotage tendencies. Or sometimes there's a breakthrough and we get tempted to play small again, and we get tempted to fall back to old patterns, and we get tempted to go back to the old version of you. But now we really expand. We increase your capacity to receive everything you have been asking for. And I want to read more from the post that I posted. I posted. Decide to up level. And once you make the decision, there's no return. Identity activation requires decision plus action. A no return decision. You're not going back to the old version of you. This is how you truly expand. If you don't go back to the old version of you. And if there's something that happens in your 3D and it's like you get tempted to go back to the old version of you, when you make the decision that the highest version of you would have said yes to, if you make that decision that the old version of you would have avoided, that the old version of you would have skipped, the old version of you would have been fearful on or fearful of, that's when you truly expand. You don't just expand by meditating and going to, you know, group healing ceremonies. You gotta take those inspired action steps. One daily action that your old self would have skipped. That action becomes evidence of your new higher version. Saying no to low vibe, misaligned situations and people. Are you still chatting or talking to people who don't speak your same language, who don't speak the same language, who don't share the same beliefs? Are still sharing energies with these people who are just draining you? It's time to say no to low vibe, misaligned situations and people. I continue. Saying yes to what feels expansive. That's how you truly up level. Saying yes to what feels expansive. And expansive can mean uncomfortable. That's how it is. Choosing environments where high quality people and opportunities exist. Each action becomes proof that you are already her. So ask yourself today, where are you still choosing the old version of you? What have you been putting off that your highest self would do today? That is where your real breakthrough begins. Yes. So I want to take a moment to ask you these questions. If you can share in the chat a win or your answers to this question. I put in the chat, and I have added a couple of questions. Where are you still choosing the old version of you? What have you been putting off that your higher self would do today? Just checking the chat. I'm gonna share the questions again. This. Oh, look how beautiful. Saz is here. Hardem is there. Yes, so this is the question that I want you to reflect on. And please take some time to reflect on this and share with us. I'll post in the chat. Even just the second question would be so good. What have you been putting off that your higher self would do today? Share with me any win, anything you want to amplify. And I'll be playing music as you share. And then we will begin with step 1. All right, I'll give you time. I told you tonight is easy breezy. We'll be together for about 90 minutes to 2 hours. Easy breezy today, no rush. We have 3 steps and we'll go through it all. And I'll be playing music right now as your answers come in. I want you to take a moment to reflect on these questions. I'll be playing music. Hardem says, get my page done on social media. Yes, it's time. And awareness is the first step. The transformation of it. That's the next step. We talked about this, right? It's really the next step for you. You just have to sit down on it. I have the same, by the way. Like, okay, this is before I play music, commercial break. So every year I raise my abundance exchange because I have more trainings, I have more students, I have more experience, I have like personal experience, and then I have more lived wisdom. And of course, inflation. So from 200 became 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Now I'm at 5,000, 5,555 for the private coaching container plus the lifetime coaching program plus the certification training that's free on your first enrollment. So, which I sometimes still gift. It's a fast action gift if you re-enroll. But yeah, basically that's my system, right? The one-on-one training, mentoring, plus the certification program as a fast action gift, plus the lifetime group coaching. And you can re-enroll, you have monthly coaching calls, like that. So I was resisting. I remember when every time I would raise my rates from 1,000 to 2,000, I would resist so much. And I noticed that whenever I resist like that, why do I resist? Because I have to update my profiles. I have to update all my website. I have to update my Stripe links. All these things. Basically, it's just maybe it would just take me a couple of hours to update everything, but I was resisting. Anyway, I noticed that every time before I update my abundance exchange, I would attract a very painful experience of someone booking a call and then not following through. But then when I increase it, this always happens every year. I know the pattern now. I would attract more high vibe, high quality clients. Like it's just a difference in number, but and it's also a higher frequency. But it's like it's life changing. It's game changing, honestly. It's really game changing. And that's why I want you to raise your abundance exchange because I want you to be able to focus. Imagine if you have, for example, your rate is $1,000 and you have 4 clients, right? 4 clients. And you're earning $4,000 a month. That's a decent amount, 200,000 pesos per month. If you raise it to, if you raise 1,000 to double, which is 2,000, instead of 4, you just need 2. Imagine how amazing life would be with just 2 clients. If you just need, you don't have, for example, expenses for your children. That's my major expense. Or you don't really travel that much. You just travel like once in a quarter. Earning 200,000 pesos is very doable. That's $4,000 with just 2 clients. 2 clients paying you $2,000 a month. It's possible. I know VAs are paid $2,000 per client per month. Why can't some like VAs were also social media marketing managers? I know because I met a lot. I've done a lot of discovery calls, both on both ends. That's why I encourage you to do discovery calls. You learn a lot in the process. Like there are things that you learn on your own that I cannot explain, no matter how I would love to explain, no matter how intensive and extensive and comprehensive the document that I give you. I have this discovery call closing template, closing flow or script or template that I give you, right? No matter how much I input all my insights there from my personal experience, there are things that you can only learn on your own. On your own. And then you'll share it with me and then we'll process it together and oh wow, that's amazing. So this is what works for you, this is what doesn't work for you, you know? So I would do discovery calls on both ends, both as a buyer and as a seller. You know, just like in real estate, there's a buyer, there's a seller. I'm talking about real estate because Denise and I were talking about real estate earlier, and I'm also exploring real estate because my family is into it. I'm not even helping them, but yeah, real estate is a very good business because it's like you're matching the buyer and the seller. What the buyer needs and what the seller wants, or yeah, needs and wants, and then you're the bridge. So hold on, just reading the chat. We did getting there slowly, all the pieces coming along. Yes, love it. So what, yeah, that's why I know the rates, international rates. I know it's at least, honestly, it's at least 1,000 a month, but the normal, like the average, especially for like startup companies who have been in the business for 1 to 3 years, it's 2,000 a month, especially if you service those who live in, US. That's normal for them to pay. It's just like which is so hard to grasp if you're just exposed to the Philippine scene. And I was like that. I was just exposed to the Philippine scene for a long time. And that's why, when I went to Dubai, I was like, oh, wow, this is how it is. Wow. Like the Reiki course in Dubai is times 10 compared to the Philippines. And I experienced it on with my own two eyes. People paying me the amount when I partnered with the well-being centers. Like, oh my gosh, this is possible to be paid $200 an hour per client. $200 per hour. It's possible. 700 dirham, 11,000 pesos. It's possible. And I experienced it. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know this is possible. So there are things that are not yet in your 3D, but keep on believing that it's possible. It is. It is possible. Or sometimes you actually experience it once or twice before, so the universe already the universe has already shown you what's possible, right? And you just gotta keep believing. Okay, I'm gonna be playing music. I would love for you to share in the chat. Even just the question, so wins, blessings, intentions, or even just the question, what have you been putting off that your higher self would do today? Please share. If you're feeling called, again, just giving space and time to those who want to share. To those who want to just process on your own, then just rest and enjoy the music. I'll be playing music. Hold on. Wait. Three minutes.
I'm gonna reclaim my power. I'm taking back all of me. I'm gonna love myself, my beauty, my energy. I'm reclaiming all my strength now. I'm gonna forgive all the times I was afraid and stayed and played the game between the lines. Oh, I put my claim on it, right there. I put my name on it, right there, right there. I put my claim on it, right there. I put my name on it, my name on it, right there, right there. I'll put my claim on it, right there. I'll put my name on it, right there, right there. My heart is an offering. What can I bring?
All right. Oh my gosh, super love your sharings. How about the others? I want to read it all together and then answer it all together because I feel like we're on the same page. Even Aliyah and I were talking about this, like with the abundance exchange. Remember? Um, we have a goddess gathering and it's really, different in the Philippines. Well, um, okay, let me read first. Read first and then I'll answer. That has been one of my challenges lately that I want to overcome. Like, how can I host and hold space without compromising the energy exchange? The local market, from my experience, are a bit skeptical and hesitant to pay. I agree. So when you raise your rates, you would not attract the skeptical and those hesitant to pay. And if no one attends your goddess circle, then it's okay. You have other things to do. You have so many other things to do. And the more they trust you, the more they will book. So how do you do that? You build your know, like, and trust factor. But I'll answer more. But let me read the others. I was overthinking a lot this past week, but today it finally went away. The answer was I just need to focus on one thing first. Love it. Then the next things will unfold. Just focus on what I want until it comes to fruition. Oh my gosh. So amazing. Yes. One step at a time, right? Focus, focus, focus. Focus on one thing first. And in general, I feel like our capacity is like maximum 5, preferably 3 things to focus on. So honestly, I have grown in my business now that I'm single. And then I know that when I'm stable again and really secure and have evolved and expanded, that's when I have a relationship again. But honestly, right now, it's crazy how I'm so focused, so focused. Like I'm just praying all the time, praying so many hours a day, talking to God all the time. And then I will know, I'll get the next inspired action step, organize an in-person gathering with one of your students, soulmate students. Okay, the next inspired action steps, do a poll. Like instead of deciding whether to do the class today or next week, why don't you do a poll? Okay, poll. Oh, next thing, send a voice message to this person, and then, okay, post a reel about your recent reflections. Post a story sequence. Like it will just come to me. I actually sent a message to one of my students because people have been messaging me and like I don't really have that much time to reply because I'm very, very focused on my private clients. So, I mean, imagine waking up to 10 lovely, beautiful souls as your anchor, as your guide. I just really focus on giving the best service possible. That's what I focus. And then 3 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week, I mostly rest. Like I have one full day of just resting, detox from social media, 25 hours, and then 10 to 20K steps a day. And then back to my focus, which is How do I give the best service possible? Focus and dedication. I'm more focused and dedicated now more than ever. I have my daily conversations with God, which takes a lot of precious time. That's why so many people are inviting me to dinner. So many people. Oh, and I'm like, I'm so focused and dedicated, and I don't have time. I crave for my alone time with God. Honestly, I crave for my alone time with God. So I really just focus on my private clients, my family, my son. My son just brought me a really delicious iced tea. My gosh, this is so good. So good. So, um, yeah, I pray and talk to God so many hours a day, every day. Most of the time during my 10 to 20K steps. I walk for 3 to 4 hours a day. That takes a lot of time, but I don't notice it because I'm just like having my inner conversations. And I just get the next, or sometimes when I don't reply to a person, oh my God, I have to reply to this person. Like it will just appear, not oh my God like that, but it will just like pop. The name will pop in my head and like, oh, I have to reply to this person. Like I just remember all that matters when I have those time. This is the reason why I crave for alone time. Really, I feel that God is my partner and He's a number one person, the number one spiritual being I talk to every single day. And again, the next is my son. So I'm complete. Everything else, they're just bonus. I have God, I have my son. That's all I need in my life. I am so complete. I was like walking and was like, what if I don't get married anymore? Because I was married before. And I finally became at peace with it. For the first time in my life, in my walking meditation, I felt at peace with it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm complete. Whether or not I get married again, it's just a bonus. I'm complete right now. I'm so filled. I'm so fulfilled. But before, when I was having difficulties in my relationships, I was so down and so depressed because I was not living my purpose. So both career and relationships are down. But now, with me following my sole purpose every single day of my life, I'm filled with so much joy. I feel so full and fulfilled. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm holding you really strongly in prayer right now that you will always stay in alignment with your soul purpose in a way that is so relaxed and blissful and so calm. And that's why we spend time, precious time with ourselves and the creator as our partner. And that is also why we raise our abundance exchange. Because imagine if I didn't raise my abundance exchange, I would need 50 instead of 10, 50 clients to serve, to earn what I'm earning right now, instead of just 10. Because I actually raised my abundance exchange now times 5 because I've been doing this for more than 14 years. And I've started doing this professionally 6 years ago, just before the pandemic. So yeah, if I reach someday, I'd be like my ascended master. That's my goal to everyone here, that you will reach that self-worth, that you will be charging $10,000 a month, for example, and you just need 2 clients, and you'll earn $20,000 a month, and that's 1,000,000 pesos. You just need 2. And honestly, I know it's possible because I've been elevating and expanding every single year. And I see it in myself. I'm the evidence. And my coach is the evidence. Like my coach, and this is not about just the money, huh? The money is a symbol. I've attracted better clients. I still attract those clients who are wishy-washy, who doesn't really honor the abundance exchange. It's still like maybe 10%, but before it's like 60% are like that. So I'll go back to you, Taz. So I have a lot to share about that. Because I was also discussing it with Aliyah. Sophia, Aliyah, there's this dance teacher who lives in Miami and she does dance classes via Zoom. You can definitely do this. Oh my God, I love you. Thank you for being such a great cheerleader for all of us, my dear Sophia. Thank you. Yes, it's possible. I also have a dance teacher who's doing that. Even bachata dance teachers, they're earning a lot, but they record their videos. They have an online course portal, and then so they sell that at a very low rate, the online course portal, like maybe $99, like that. And then they upgrade or upsell to one-on-one sessions, dance classes. They upsell, but first they have like a collection of videos that they sell. Oh my gosh. Thank you for this. Aliyah, that's our next I will talk about it tomorrow. We'll see each other tomorrow. Hardev, this week for me the fog is lifted where I know what I need to focus on. Love this. On doing my social media page put out there by next Monday. It is done, it's completed, it's fulfilled, so be it and so in it. So be it and so it is by next Monday. Releasing all resistance. You've put it out there and we're witnessing this. We're all accountable for this. And don't share this to those who will, I know that you're very familiar, to those who will jinx it or to those who don't understand. Only share your intentions, what you're calling in your manifestations, to those who are your real cheerleaders. All right. I have a very personal experience that happened recently that made me realize what I really want. Yes, want, because that's what I decide on to focus on right now. Very sexy. Yes. Oh, my love. Thank you so much for sharing this. Please share this with me. Feel free to always send me a voice message or email or WhatsApp message about this. Aliyah. Even just that next action step, which is pause, play music, allow them to share in the chat. That's all I needed for you to process all this. It's like very simple. You just know the next thing to do. You just gotta listen and follow through. Oh my gosh, that rhymes. Aliyah, lately I've been really focused on doing the inner work. Same here, my love. And then when I decided to let go of the connections that really doesn't align with me, I noticed I've been magnetizing abundance. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is too good. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed with the amount of things I have, but in a good way. It's really stretching me and I truly feel inspired too. Congratulations for posting your first ever speaking reel. No, not first ever. Your first was as a testimonial in my account, but your first officially in your account. So I'm so happy. So congratulations. My resistance is how I manage my time and energy, creating healthy structure that will help me sustain my energy so that I would not burn out. All right. I honestly feel that's not really a resistance. It's more of just figuring things out. You're not resisting, yeah. I guess you don't have resistance anymore because you're already deciding that you will manage your time and create a healthy structure. Overall, lately, I've been really feeling at peace by myself and fulfilled doing what I love. I just really love what I'm doing. I just want to keep showing up and sharing it. Oh my gosh, we're the same. Like, you're just feeling at peace by yourself. I don't know if I can share your story, but like you choose. I'm gonna say it in a way that I'm not gonna say the confidential details. You choose yourself. That's it. No matter what happens, you choose yourself. You prioritize yourself over people pleasing, right? Love it. Or over being physically with someone. You prioritize being at peace by yourself. It's amazing. Oh, yes, content creating. Let's all be inspired by Sophia, who whose Facebook, YouTube channel, his YouTube channel is on the rise. 11.1K subscribers, right? I love that. So happy. Just want to check the chat properly first. I love that you're I love that you're supporting each other in the chat. I've been wanting to host sensual dancing too. I truly have lots of things to do, even content creating like YouTube. Such a powerful channeler. Watch choreographies on YouTube. Yes, confirmation from your guides, definitely. Thaz says, count me in with your sultry coaching journey on YouTube. Honestly, Thaz, you should do your own, right? We have talked about this also. And you're so sexy when you dance. I mean, if you see Thaz dance, I mean, all of us, but oh my gosh, you transform. We're also beautiful and sexy and sensual. Yes, I see the three of you collaborating, not just the three of you, all of us. One day, we'll manifest it. But you can like collaborate with each other and then, yes. Mm. Oh my gosh. Look at all you have having the same priorities and experiences. The same thing happened with me. Yes, when the guy wants you to be married, but you realize that it's not what you want right now because you're not ready, because there's too many things to prioritize. It shows what you really want in life. It made me realize how I'm in love with my boyfriend now. I feel that we should always embody our goddess energies. I love this. Taz, I learned the hard way of manifesting VIP clients. You gotta include prosperity that comes with peace. That has been my mantra late. Yes, we're the same. I always say, whenever I say prosperity, I also say peace because you don't want just prosperity. You want blissful. It wants to come easy. Want to be a content creator since I was a teen. Let's all support each other. And watch out for Sophia training us in content creating. That's your gift, my love. Taz, I need to stop delaying it. Yes, this is your confirmation. So, Taz and Aliyah, this is your confirmation from Sophia to create that YouTube content, content and channel. Actually, you just gotta, even just once or twice a week, just gotta start. Just gotta start. I truly feel your super fiery and confident energy, so inspiring. Aww. And soothing. Fiery, confident. I also described Sophia as fiery in one of our messages, and Denise as well. Right? Fiery, confident, and soothing. That's how we all are here. Okay, so let's continue. I guess I got a lot of downloads. Love it! I'm so kilig. I'm so kilig. Whenever I'm so kilig. I'm so excited. Because, I'm like your big sister here. I guess Denise and we are your big sisters here because we are on our 40s. Although we look ageless, but we are on our 40s. And I'm just so excited. Oh, Hardev as well. We are your big sisters. So, yeah, when you're in your 40s, 30s, 40s, because some of you are you're in your 20s, right? Um, I love seeing you grow in a way that I have not experienced. Because when I was growing up, I was so scared. I started doing all this when I was in my 30s, honestly, my 30s. Yeah, Hardev, I know. I didn't say it. I know you told me your age. But I think you're still 40s. We were talking about it. I was like, "Oh, yes." You're also May's birthday celebrant, like my dad and my son. They're both um birthday celebrants. So yeah, in this room, our big sisters are myself, Denise, and Hardev. And all of you here in this room, Patty, Sophia, Aliyah, Taz, Leana, the others, we are your big sisters. You are our baby soul sisters. Lataz says, I love being 28. I look younger now than I was in college. Yes, I saw the pictures, the flashback pictures. Oh my God. I'm proud of my age, Hardev says. Sophia, play with the toys that the gods gave you. Like for me in the past, I got lazy to film using my own camera. But then again, I'm blessed with that equipment. So I thought that I shouldn't take it for granted. Don't take your gifts for granted. Utilize them. Oh my God. Yes. All right. Perfect. Thank you for sharing this. Sophia is our resident light worker influencer slash star. And so Taz and Aliyah, Tati, Hardev, Denise, I hope all of you will start your or revamp if you already have your YouTube channel. All right. I hope. I'll just take a picture if that's all right. If you want to join me, please do so. If not, it's okay. But if you want, then we'll continue with the 3 steps. Keep on sharing in the chat. Decisions are portals. Love that. I love it. Yes. I love this. So true, OMG. I love this so much, by the way. It's always the time. You just have to decide. You can always improve it. Decisions are portals. Love that. Love it. All right, let's continue. By the way, I credit Isa for that. Decisions are portals. She posted that. And I love it also that Isa's posting about her travels with her son now. It was one of our intentions when we were on our last session together when we were talking. And it's happening. I love it. Whenever we plant seeds by our talk therapy, by just talking about it, and then suddenly it's there in the reality, in your reality. Oh, by the way, I said I'm gonna come back to what Saz mentioned about, people are skeptical. Some people are skeptical, not all. Wait, I just want to go back to that question. Yeah. Hesitant to pay, right? that's why it's an intimate circle, number one, so that those who really want to be held will join. And honestly, if you don't follow your angels with your abundance exchange, like how I used to, not follow my angels, I would benchmark according to 3D. If you benchmark according to 3D, not what your angels tell you, you'll end up having a tinge of resentment, which you can release in the process, but you'll end up having this like, I should have done that, resentment or regret. Resentment with your collaborator or regret with the process. But again, you can easily transmute that. But why don't you just allow it to be easy, right? Easy and graceful. And always come back to your highest vision. And your highest self has solid standards. I don't want to say boundaries again, but again, their boundaries are standards. And part of honoring your own becoming is being intentional about the energy you allow into your field consistently. You do not need to cut. My son just entered the room. You do not need to cut everyone off dramatically. You simply begin investing more of your time, focusing more of your energy and attention into the people and environments who match where you are going. So this is something that I would love for you to hear, because I know you're all givers here, and I was like you before for a long time, from 2012 to 2019. I was giving free, everything free. I end up exhausted. I know that you're still giving things for free, but you don't really want to give it for free. It's time to set the standards and the curtains. Like for me, whenever someone who like have finished the one-on-one coaching with me and they're still texting me, I reply, yes, I do. But I'm not as intensive as I used to inside, of course, the container. It's more intensive. So before, I would I still offer like free sessions after free sessions, just because I would love for them to feel better, etc., etc. And then I would see them, they'll say they don't have money, but then they will travel to another country, or they'll buy a luxury bag. So I end up having resentment because I give something for free because they said they don't have money. But then, I see them having this luxury purchases. So my point is, I want you to, and I learned it the hard way, huh? I learned it the hard way. Like, for example, allowing a friend to borrow money from you. This happened to me. And then that friend would not pay you back, saying she doesn't have money. And then you'll see that friend gallivanting and drinking, or, investing in a business. And like, why didn't you just pay me? You invested in a like franchise business and you didn't even pay me back. Anyway, that loan is already paid. But my point is, it's also a decision, If you say you can afford it, you can afford it. That's it. It's a decision. I can afford it. I can do it. Let's make this happen. I'll do whatever it takes. That's it. That's how money works. So I learned it as I go through it all, because of course I finance my son's tuition fees and everything. So when you lower your abundance exchange to such a low rate, why do you do it? Why are you doing it? Because you think no one can afford it? Then you'll manifest the people who are in that frequency that they think they cannot afford 2,000 pesos. Really? They cannot afford 2,000 pesos? 2,000 pesos is just a dinner. I haven't been having dinners here with my son, with my nephews. An average dinner here in BGC is 2,000 pesos. Why can't someone invest that money for a 4-hour workshop with you? Why? Because they don't think they're receiving value. They think eating food is more valuable than being held in your healing space. So yeah, think about this. And of course, if you have a collaborator, you'll also split that, right? So if you're charging such a really low rate, which is 22 $22, or no, we're talking about the usual is 888 pesos, right? That's like a little more than $11. Some people are even charging 500 pesos here in the Philippines, right? So for example, it's $18. Let's say $18. And you have a collaborator. So after 4 hours, you'll just go home with just $9 a day. How about the transportation expense? How about the flowers you bought for the event? How about the snacks you bought for the event? How about your time? Your time is precious. And you can do it. I used to do it also for free, but you gotta be like focus on your intention. What is my intention? Is it a gift that I'm giving to the community? Yes, then do it. If it's a free gift that you're offering once a year or once every quarter, then do it. Do it with like a full and open heart, fully open heart. Give it without resentment. Don't expect anything. It's free. It's an offering. Then do it. But if there's a part of you, if your highest self is actually telling you that you're discounting yourself because of fear, because of ego, because of programming, because you're afraid that nobody will show up, then that's not it. Instead, shift it to I'm calling in those who are willing to invest in themselves. And I'm saying this because I have invested in a self-love workshop gathering for $100 way back in 2015 when everything is very new. And they're like a couple, no, not couple. One is gay, so they're like a partnership. So I invested $100 for a self-love gathering for like 4 hours. Why are we charging just $10? And I have invested that, so I know it's possible because I'm one of them who invested that same amount. I'm one of them. Actually, it's not $100. It's $88 because it's 5,000 pesos in 2015. So I know it's possible because I'm one of them who invested. That's why when you invested in me, you know that it's possible for people to invest in you in the same amount that you invested in me, right? It's possible because you're doing it. And it's not just you. So yeah, I bless your event, your upcoming events. And you're doing the Davao chapter, and Aliyah and I are doing the Manila chapter. And Sophia is gonna do the Dubai chapter, and Cardiff is going to do the Malaysia chapter. Patty, La Union chapter. Denise is doing the Taiwan chapter. Denise is holding her international retreat in Taiwan soon. Just like Thaz held her retreat in Bali. Isn't that amazing? I want to go to Davao too, my love. Someday. Look at that. Sophia. Sophia just said, someone just messaged me to collab for this upcoming new moon. We'll update you guys. Love that. All right, let's continue. I know I'm babbling, but I'm just like really guided to take it easy today. So, why do some people manifest quickly? You read the same books, same affirmations, same vision board, same desires, different results. Has anyone felt like they're doing everything right and something is still in the way? The answer is always the same. Energetic resistance. And resistance is not a character flaw. It is not weakness. Resistance is simply an energetic pattern running counter to what you want to create. So in the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Joseph Murphy wrote that the subconscious does not argue. It accepts what you feed it and produces accordingly. Most of us have been feeding it fear, lack, and unworthiness for decades without even realizing it. So where does resistance actually live? First, the mind. The mind holds beliefs, and most of them were not consciously chosen. They were handed to you by your parents, your culture, negative conditioning, your church, your childhood, your first heartbreak, your first negative financial experience, or positive financial experience. The first time you were told to be realistic or to save money, or what Taz and Leanna shared last meeting about, prepare for the worst and all of this. You gotta save. All these fears. Beliefs like money is hard to make. I have to struggle to deserve it. Or for me, love is suffering. Or love always leaves. Or people like me do not get to live like that because I'm not one of them. Who am I to want more? And this happens in the mind, and this is very, very relatable, I know, for everyone. You know your worth, right? You know your worth intellectually. And then you tell yourself you're ready to charge more, you're ready to expand. But every time you go to raise your rates, something pulls you back. You add a discount at the very last minute. Actually, this happened to me also when I raised my rate from 3,000 to 4,000 and from 4,000 to 5,000. I still have that, like, offering discount even before they ask. I'm still working on that. You find yourself over explaining, or you apologize before you ask. And I realize that belief is just saying, or just reflecting my programming, which is I need to earn it. I need to earn love and approval. Or if I don't please people, if I don't overgive, people will leave. Or if I ask for what I truly want, if I choose myself, people will leave. I have that weird programming. I'm reading the chat. That was my topic with my friend. A lot of purging is currently happening in the 3D, and her mentor, Maz, said to hold your ground and remain in your frequency. We're truly in a period where fear is being fed to us right now. Did you say Maz as in Maz, right? The famous Maz? Yeah, oh my god, she just posted like a couple of weeks ago a very vulnerable experience. I was like, oh, whoa, she's very courageous, very truthful, very authentic now. I actually felt something when she posted about the divine masculine, about the man last year or 2 years. I forgot when was that. I guess last year. I felt that it wasn't. And of course, I wouldn't say it out loud because I don't want to wish bad for anyone. Just like how my mentor, Reagan Hillier, I felt something off about her partner. And then now she's everywhere telling about how her old partner, the breathwork coach, abused her. I felt it. I was like, I don't even want to, like, I enrolled in a course with her, and then the course was a collaboration between her and her ex, and I didn't even want to, like, I don't have the energy to watch it at all, like, even a second of it. I don't want it. I don't like the frequency. I don't like the energy of that guy. And then now finally she saw it, because it's hard to fix the picture where when you're inside the frame. They couldn't see it, and that happens to all of us. That's why it's very important to have a mentor and anchor, because it's easier to see things when you have someone to reflect it with. But when you're inside the situation, that's why we get into abusive, toxic relationships, because when we're inside the situation, you don't see it, right? It's difficult to see it with your own eyes, with only your own eyes. This is real. Hold your ground and remain in your frequency. And that's also my post about integrity. You made the decision already. You made the decision, and then you're gonna look back. You made the decision, and then you're gonna choose the old version of you again? How about all the work that you've done? I'm gonna read again what I posted here. Always trust your heart. Always trust your intuition and your magic. Decide to up level, and once you make the decision, there is no return. That's also what Maz is saying. Hold your ground and remain in your frequency. There's no return. Identity activation, and this is what this module is all about. It requires decision and action plus the energetics. A no return decision. You're not going back to the old version of you. One daily action that your old self would have skipped. That action becomes the evidence of your new higher version. For example, you already chose to be a light worker. And then suddenly, just because your husband would say that blah, 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 or maybe your best friend will say blah, 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 you'll believe in that? And you made the decision already. It actually, it pains me. But I release it. And again, say no to low, highly draining, low vibe, highly draining, misaligned situation. Say no to that, and only say yes to the high vibe frequencies. Say yes to what feels expansive, even when it's uncomfortable, because you're holding each other's hand. You know, just like how last week, Denise was sharing about her win, which is the contract deal, the real estate deal. It took a while for that to really manifest in the 3D. You know, we were like talking about it. She was celebrating the initial conversations already, even before the contract was signed. But it's always detachment, right? It's this or something better. But she did the work. She arrived at the win-win, and then allowed it to unfold. You know, took, I think, a few weeks for it to unfold, and then it's signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours. Contract, deal signed. And these deals, real estate deals, they're multi-million deals. Imagine closing multi-million deals. That's a skill. That's a gift. So yeah, let's congratulate each other for all the wins here. But it takes time to do that. You gotta stay in the frequency. And that also involves not allowing yourself to stay in that low vibe fear, you know? And how do you do that? Surround yourself with only the energy that will uplift you. That's it. It's what I do every day. It's what I do in my walks every day. And I do get sad. I do. That's why I don't reply for like a day. I'm recalibrating. It's either there are two things. Either I'm sad and I'm shifting, recalibrating, transmuting, or a lot of my clients are not in a good place, so I'm transmuting and shifting for them, or sometimes for just a specific person and I'm focusing on that person. Or I'm so busy content creating, or I'm with my son. So those are the only, or I'm in a spa. Those are the reasons why I'm just like detached or, you know, unplugged from the social media world. And I want you to also do that. Okay, next, body. Um, have you ever had this experience when you're in the edge of a breakthrough and then there's a big opportunity, there's a conversation that could change everything, and suddenly you feel tired, you know, actually that's resistance in the body. It's disguised as exhaustion. It's the nervous system pulling you back from the edge of expansion. You can call it laziness, but honestly, that's resistance in the body. Your subconscious is protecting you from the unfamiliar, even when the unfamiliar is everything you've been praying for. Sophia says, yeah, same here. Like you've been praying for something and you're in the edge of a breakthrough, and then suddenly you feel lazy or exhausted, something in your nervous system pulling you back from the edge of expansion. Your body holds memory. Every emotion that you were not allowed to feel as a child, every time you swallowed your voice to keep the peace. Oh my gosh, there's so many times that I want to say something and I'm not even allowed to say anything in the dinner table. Or no one will even listen to me. Or I will be just met with shouts. Sophia says, is this why I've been feeling exhausted? This is the edge of your breakthrough. This is we call this the point of divergence. This is the edge of your breakthrough. Every heartbreak that you had to push through, that you had to process, every time you said, I'm fine, I'm okay, when you're absolutely not okay, the body becomes the mind. The body is running a program, and it is running it louder than any affirmation you can say out loud. So when you try to expand into something bigger, the nervous system will say, wait, last time we felt this good, something went wrong. Or last time we got close to having it, it was taken away. I'm going to protect you by pulling back. So you procrastinate right before a breakthrough. You get sick the week of your big launch. Oh, this happened to me. I got sick when I was about, no, I got sick. I was still sick, honestly, when I got the call from Sharjah Media City to represent them, to be their speaker, or to create a video for them. Like I was chosen in the UAE by the #1 business trade license company, I honestly was so not shocked, amazed how that happened. And I asked them, they said, we've been watching you on social media. They don't even like my account. We've been seeing you. We've been watching your reels. At that time, I was posting daily reels. And I have just like 10 likes or less than 10 likes. I didn't even know that they're watching me the whole time. And they said, I'm good in English. And you all know that I'm initially not really good in English. I wanted to be an English teacher to master my English, just like how I wanted to be a Reiki master teacher to master the art of healing myself and others. I became a self-love coach because I want to really fully, deeply, completely, unconditionally love myself. But in Ateneo, I was basic English. I was not good in English at all. Until now, you can notice I still have problems with my prepositions and my conjunctions, but I let it just slide. But my point is, they chose me because I'm good in English. It's so funny. It's amazing. It's also the reason why my son was chosen by Four Seasons among all, because Alan, my son, was the first ever intern in Four Seasons. And among all the graduates in ICCA, International Center for Culinary Arts, Dubai, my son was the one chosen out of all that they interviewed, and they browsed through all the resumes, interviewed and scanned through. They chose Alan because he was good in English and because he's Filipino. That's the reason why. It's just amazing. They have their criteria and then you'll be the perfect match. So this is gonna happen to you as well. Like, you'll just be the perfect match for something, an opportunity portal that's yours. I remember Leanna sharing her win. She was chosen as the speaker for the graduation ceremony of her school, of her previous school. I was like, congratulations. And she was manifesting it for like years. So just happy, really grateful. Years or months. She has been intending it, and you'll attract speaking opportunities like this. I'm grateful whenever you share with me your wins. I'm really, really grateful. So grateful. When you focus on the wins, the gratitude, I know so many things are happening. Even for me, I've shared my struggles to you, right? As you grow with me, I share my struggles and the breakthroughs to you. That's part of our journey together. You see it happening right before your eyes. And there are lessons in the process. For me, the lesson is actually really detachment. That's my lesson. Because I get attached emotionally, not just to my friends, also my clients, which I shouldn't, but my clients are my sisters, so I really get attached. It's something that I'm still working on. My 1 day a week of rest helps a lot, but I'm still emotionally invested in everything, like in your relationships when something happens, or when there's a dip, I feel the pain, I feel the hurt. And whenever you celebrate something, I feel so good as well. Yeah, that's something I'm working on. So when you try to expand into something bigger, this happens. And the nervous system is doing its job. It's protecting you from what it perceives as danger, even when that danger is actually expansion, growth, and receiving everything you prayed for. This is where you should make the decision. Some people, so it goes both ways. It goes this left or right. Sadly, when this happens, you're in a crossroads. Some people will go left, some people will go right. But if you go right, that's where you really quantum leap, that's where you really expand. But then when you go left, you decide based on the old version of you. The old version of you said, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I'm scared about what other people will say, I have to people please, I have to be perfect before I start, then you'll be delayed, you'll be stuck, you'll be on a healing loop forever. Actually, not forever, because the universe is very supportive, that the universe will give you so many or other opportunity portals for you to expand until you really understand, okay, this is my purpose, this is my calling, this is my mission. I should finally say yes. So this is where you are right now, and it's also where I am. And as Faz mentioned, hold your ground and remain in your frequency. We're truly in the period where fear is being fed to us right now. So decision plus action, no return decision. And you decide on it, you commit to it, you do whatever it takes. Keep on believing, keep on surrounding yourself with people who speak the same language, vibrate the same high vibe frequencies. And as Aliyah mentioned earlier, the moment she decided to let go of all these low vibe frequencies, I'm just looking at the chat again. Lately, I've been really focused on doing the inner work. And then when I decided to let go of the connections that really doesn't align with me, I noticed I've been magnetizing abundance. It's crazy. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed with the amount of things that I have, but in a good way. Overwhelmed, but in a good way. I love that, because a lot of others who I serve and those who I used to serve, they get overwhelmed and they get frozen, that they stay there. This is the point where you expand if you really understand this. And when you make that decision, the universe will support you in your decision. So passionate about this because it's happening in my world. It's when I have these negative thoughts, when everything goes chaotic and messy and haywire and falls down. But when I have this strong belief and I do the decision plus the next inspired action step, one step at a time, as Sophia has mentioned, just focus on one thing at a time. The next inspired action. So just focus, and then focus on the next, focus on the next. Reading Aliyah's chat, it's really stretching me and I truly feel inspired too. Sophia says, but now I'm energized and inspired. Oh, look at those. Look at, you said the same words. Oh, I love it. Did you notice that you said the same words? So good. I got my perspective again to look at what I should focus on. I love this. Sad says, I really want to go. Yay. We'll manifest it. We'll magnetize together. You'll have, I mean, you had the money to go to Bali. Of course, you really wanted. I was thinking, you'll host your own goddess circle, but I would love to. Of course, Aliyah and I would love to hug you. Yes, let's manifest it together. I'm just looking at the chat if I missed anything. Okay, I didn't. I love it when you support each other. Especially Sophia, you're the most, I feel, advanced here in terms of content creation. You're more advanced than me, I believe. I admit that, and I honor you for that. I credit you for all the content creation you've been, like, you're just really fast moving with this. Like, you took a few weeks, I took a few years. Can you believe that? So it's really your gift. So if you can just thank you for inspiring your sisters to create more powerful content. I'm taking a picture of myself. Yay. I love to channel inspired actions. Yes. Love it. And that's why, in our coaching, it's best when it's coachy led, when you lead it, because you just know. You actually just know. I'm just here to affirm and hold your hand. You know what's the next inspired action step for you. And yeah, I'm so excited for your 5-5 portal and your upcoming new moon, full moon, all the moon collaborations. Taz and I will have collaboration soon as well. Flower moon. Love it. So excited. So, 3. The energy field. You're not only a physical body, you're an energetic being. And your field holds the frequency of your past experiences, your unprocessed emotions, your relationships, your environment, and every thought you have held about yourself across your entire lifetime. And when your field is carrying heavy old energy, there's simply no room for new things to enter. So in Kabbalah, this is the teaching of the vessel. A vessel that's cracked or cluttered cannot hold pure light. It must first be cleared. That's why we do all these energetic healing practices. But again, it's not just the energy, because a lot of people, they just do energy work and that's it. Of course, there's the mind and the body. That's why you do the yoga, you dance. The body, that's how you heal the body, by dancing, by walking, by doing your yoga, your stretching, your breath work. That's creating the details while listening in. I was hoping that you're doing like productive also things as you're working on your own pages and your creative projects as we're doing this. Because I also do the same, by the way, when I'm in my group coaching calls. We have weekly group coaching calls every Tuesday with my coach, Anna Kitney. I do the same. I create while listening to her speak. Yes, that's so cute, Flower Moon. Yay! So excited! Okay. So, yeah. This is the goal of everything that we're doing together. Clearing all 3, mind, body, and field. So your vessel is open and ready to receive everything you have been calling in. This is the goal of everything that we're doing together. And we're together, this specific course, the first batch, you're the first batch, you're the founding members of this course, which is a downloaded course from the divine. Like, I just woke up one day and then said, okay, Aleli, it's time to do it. You've been brewing this, you've been creating this, you've been planning this for months and months. It's time. It's 2026. It's time to launch it. But this has been in my field since 2 years ago. The mindset, I wanted to do mastery program on manifestation, magnetism, mindset. And I was deciding, should it be mindset, should it be manifestation, or should it be magnetism? And you know what? I said, why don't we do it everything? Just do it early. And then I created it, of course, with the help of Claude. And then I input some of my best learnings and teachings from my coaches, personal experience, and then voila. It's here. It's happening right before my eyes. You're part of it. This was an idea. This was an idea last year and 2 years ago. Mindset mastery, or manifestation mastery, or magnetism mastery, which is now MMM mastery. By the way, you'll be manifestation coaches after this. I'm certifying you. It's a year-long program. It's the first time also that the angels told me, why don't you do it year-long, so that you have something that runs the whole year? I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good one, because I used to do only 3 months, right? And then you can join the next batch, which is next year. But why don't I do it the whole year? So this was just a download. Someone just messaged me, and I'm not gonna say the name. But I love you. I love you so much. I just turned on my notifications in my WhatsApp. Usually it's off, but now I turned it on. I'm gonna read the whole message later, but it says, okay, I'm in the meeting, but I can't help but cry. So I'm gonna message you later, my love. Whew. So it's a decision, right? It's a decision that you do, the mind, and then you regulate your body with breath work, with nervous system and somatic practices, nervous system regulation and somatic practices. You do the energy healing. And again, this is lifetime, huh? This is lifetime. So I have students like Denise. Denise took a break, but it's lifetime. So she came back. This is lifetime that I have for all of you, meaning you can join again next year, you can join in future years. Because that's something that my coaches, so one of my previous coaches don't offer. And then when I decided to do lifetime, surprisingly, my current coach, which is Anna Kitney, also offered it lifetime. So yeah. So these three things, we're clearing this. And as I'm speaking this, we're clearing the resistance. Know that you're the creator of your reality. You're surrounded by so much abundance. The question is only whether your vessel is clear enough to receive it. And as I speak, this is the intention. The intention is to clear all of this. This is what we're doing together. Okay, now, step 2. Release and reset. So here are 3 active practices to clear your mind, body, and energetic field. First, you gotta think about one area of your life where you keep hitting the same wall, whether it's money, love, visibility, worthiness, your business, your relationships. I want you to pick one, the first one that comes to mind, and ask yourself, what do I actually believe about this area? What do you actually believe in your bones at 3 a.m. when the noise is quiet and it is just you and your thoughts? And I want you to name it. Again, you can do this at your own personal time, your own free time. Name it. And know that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So you're just gonna release it and you're gonna shift it. First, you're gonna be aware of, you're gonna establish and recognize it, identify it, you honor it, and you're gonna release it. It's a decision. And then you amplify that decision by taking the inspired action steps. So you write, this was a story that protected me once, I honor it for that, and I release it now. It is no longer my truth, I'm ready for a new story. You write it, you amplify it. Okay, this is it. So I just want you to reflect. I know we don't have that much time. I was checking the time. And I want you to reflect on this on your own free time. Okay? And then I'm just checking the chat. I want to know that you're here with me. Also, it all boils down to going back to your highest vision and keep deciding according to your new identity, not your old identity. The thought you're thinking now is creating your future, not the thought you had yesterday, not the thought you plan to think tomorrow, the thought right now in this moment. This is the moment of power. So you have to become the version of yourself who naturally thinks according to your new identity. Next practice, energetic release. So this is a very, very simple practice. And again, I encourage you to practice it on your most comfortable time and space. You just breathe into the area of your body where you feel like, for example, it's a tightness in your chest, a heaviness in the stomach, a constriction in your throat. I want you to put your hand there and breathe directly to the place. You speak to it. I see you. I'm not afraid of you. You have been protecting me. I'm grateful. I no longer need this protection. I'm safe to expand now. I release you with love. I release you with gratitude. I'm free. You can just say, I'm safe to expand now. Just take big, deep breaths. That's it. This is what we do in Reiki. Breathe into it. That is the recalibration happening. And third practice, field clearing. Basically, you just breathe in your heart, and this is a daily energetic hygiene practice. I want you to do this every single day from now moving forward, morning or evening, 2 minutes, as non-negotiable as brushing your teeth, at least 2 minutes, preferably. There's a book that's called 3 Minutes by Reagan Hiller, like change your life in 3 minutes. So at least 2 minutes. For me, 2 minutes is enough. Just calm your energetic field. Because your energy field is what the universe responds to before anything else. So place your hands on your heart, breathe in light, and imagine bright light entering you through the top of your head, filling every cell, every layer, every corner of your being. And then when you breathe out, you release any energy that does not belong to you, any worry absorbed from somewhere, someone else's fear, any heaviness you have been carrying that was never yours to begin with, any old pattern that has completed its purpose and is ready to leave. Honestly, when there's a challenge, and I wanna say this to everyone, huh? Your decisions should not be based on the challenge. Like, okay, this happened to me, so I'm gonna change my decisions. No, that's not it. Your decision should be based on your highest, fullest version of yourself. Your decision should be based on certainty, not fear. But if you keep on deciding based on fear, based on guilt, based on shame, based on ego, then you will forever be stuck there in the 3D, in the old version. So it's time to choose according to the new story. Breathe out old patterns and energy that has completed its purpose and it's ready to leave your energetic field. You can say, I release all energy that does not belong to me. I release all patterns that have completed their purpose. I call back all my own energy, power, and life force. I'm clear, I'm whole, I'm open to receive. Declare that. And again, power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequency states available to you. And the law of entrainment, the tendency of energies to synchronize and match each other, means that a grateful, abundant field pulls more abundance toward it magnetically. every single morning. Before you pick your phone, this is what I do. I place my hand on my heart and I say, thank you. Just say thank you. Thank you for this body, this breath, for another day to create, another day to serve, another day to receive. How you begin your day is how you broadcast your frequency for the day. You can also affirm every day in every way my life gets better and better. Every day in every way my life gets better and better. Every day in every way my life gets better and better. Shifting from dependence to independence to interdependence is one of the most beautiful evolutions a person can move through. I always say this, I have a post about this, like being hyper independent, that's ruining your life. It's damaging you. Like, I'm gonna do it on my own because this thing happened, because I'm shameful, because I'm, I'm fearful, I don't need support, I'm overwhelmed. That's a usual excuse. I'm overwhelmed. Interdependence. That's where we should be. Interdependence. Not you're dependent on the support, but you're giving and receiving support. Vulnerability becomes a superpower when held with a community that truly sees you, that truly holds you. And this is what we're here for. That is what I'm here for, and that is what you are all here for your own community. No matter what happens, no matter what challenges you experience, stay true to your highest vision. But if you keep on deciding based on the circumstances, you're not functioning from personal power. You're functioning from circumstantial power. You're being a victim to circumstances. Like, for example, for me, when a client would, I don't know, not renew with me or back out because of old programming or because of a husband or because of feeling overwhelmed, even when they signed the promise agreement, or they just don't want to pay, whatever, instead of harboring negative feelings, I focus on what matters. I focus on my current private clients. You have clients, focus on them. You have loved ones, focus on them. Focus on what really matters. And that's when I attract a new high vibe client. And everyone are on their journeys. You can be so flexible. You can give them your love, your highest level of love, but you got to respect and honor, and don't make it personal. It's not about you, it's about them and their journey. It's what they choose on their journey. And I've been learning that. I've been learning that. It's painful sometimes because it's like, especially with the promise agreement, because most of the time I would give my all in the first 3 months, and then it will be extended installment payment. And a few would, maybe one or two, would not continue paying, but I already gave my service in the first 3 months, and then it's lifetime. It's already there. The online course portal is already given, and I cannot really grasp how light workers can fall back on their integrity. That's why I posted about it. It's hard for me to fathom. It's hard for me to understand, because I always pay what I promised. I enrolled in like a magnetism masterclass, and I didn't have that much cash before. So I asked my mentor, my coach, I specifically requested for an extended installment payments. And that's why I offer it to people, because my Theta Healing and my Reiki Master Teacher mentors allowed me to pay in extended installments. So I also offer it to people, right? And I was like, my extended installment payments lasted for like 3 years, I believe, or more than 2 years. And I kept on paying, even though, I I actually, for me, I prioritize my investment in my promise to pay people, coaches or people, investors. I prioritize that over rent, over credit card. But the other people, they prioritize the rent, the credit card, or other like penalties. They prioritize penalties. For me, I prioritize people. When I had problems, because when back in the days when I had 7 loans, plus credit card bills, I have paid off all my um loans and credit card bills in the Philippines. But there was a time when I was struggling, especially in my first year in Dubai. I was struggling because I was still recalibrating. I'm like, I was there. Should I up level? Should I not? Like, I was there. I was shaking. But the more I decide based on my highest future self, the more, oh wow, I'm expanding. It's happening. Okay, enough babbling. So step 3, we're in step 3. This is the last step. Highest self activation. So here's what um uh most people miss about identity upgrade and about clearing, energetic clearing work. You gotta clear old patterns and walk away. So that there will be an opening for new high vibe frequencies to fill that space, that vacuum. So you first have to clear it, and then you fill the space. You fill it. You cannot just clear it and then you don't fill it. You gotta expand, you gotta activate. How do you fill the space? First, you gotta journal your new belief systems, your new story. You write your highest self. That's why I ask you to create your I am magic one statements. The highest, fullest version of you. You fill the space with your new version. And that's how you recalibrate. So first, you gotta process, who am I right now? Who do you actually believe you are right now in this moment? And then after that, you're aware. You write as your highest self. That's it. You just gotta be aware of where I am and where I'm going. So the process of identity creation, decide who you are. You gotta decide. The decision and no return decision. If you decide and then you return to your old version, I'm sorry, but you're gonna be delayed again. You're gonna be delayed for another few weeks, few months, few years. It's up to you actually, because the opportunity portals will come back, will call you in again. But that's what will happen. And that happened to me. That happened to me for so many years. I was deciding and then shrinking again. I was expanding and then contracting again. I was deciding according to my highest fullest self. But I didn't have the conviction. You gotta have that conviction, right? Stand your ground. If you don't stand your ground, if you don't maintain and remain in the highest frequency, because there will be tests that you will be tested. You're undergoing training. If you don't pass this test or training, you got to repeat the module, you got to repeat the course, you got to repeat the year in college. It's like you got to repeat the lesson, the module, the course, the training. So why do you have to decide who you are? Because that's what the law of the universe is. The outer world reflects the inner world always. You gotta decide first your inner truth, and then your outer world will reflect your inner world. This is without exception. And remember what we said at the very beginning, decisions are portals. This is hard, huh? It's like it triggers something in you, right? It triggers something in me, actually. I'm getting triggered by my own words. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm up leveling, I'm up expanding. I gotta make the, all decisions that I'm gonna make from now onwards will all only be in alignment with the highest fullest self. The decision to become your highest fullest self is not a decision you make in the future or someday when everything's perfect. It is a decision you make right now. And the moment you make it, the moment you genuinely make it and commit to it, not as a wish that someday it's going to happen, but as a declaration and a conviction and a commitment with integrity and power and absolute faith and certainty, that is when the field shifts. The universe begins rearranging itself around that decision. I just realized that I have the heart rose quartz in my pocket. I started carrying it with me today. Aww. My gift to you, is that it or your necklace? I mean, you have the heart-shaped necklace as well, right? Because it's in your pocket. So I believe that's my gift to you, my dear Sophia. Yes, it's blessed. It's activated and blessed. Oh, yes. It's me in your pocket. That's so sweet. I'm too sweet. It triggers me, my own words. But like for me, I'm figuring out things in my life too. Like, should I move back to Dubai? Should I stay here? Or because my things are still in Dubai, I'm still keeping my condo. So am I gonna, like, I have to make the decision honestly in the next 1 to 2 months. But I still want to come back. So I'm like, you know, but again, there are ways around it. Maybe when I come back, I'm in a much better apartment. Maybe I have to be open to it. Yeah, but now the next step is just to focus. Yeah, I'm praying about it every day. And yeah, the next step is just relax. I'm like, why are you even worried about it? It's okay, your things are there, it's safe. The war is ending. It's good. Everything's peaceful. The only thing that's worrying me is like I'm away from my things. I'm away from my books. Should I send it all back here? I have lots of books in my apartment. Anyway, I digress. That's what I'm praying for these days. So, the decision to become, I want to repeat this, the decision to become your highest, fullest self is not a decision you make someday when everything's perfect. It's a decision you make right now. And the moment you make it, the moment you genuinely make it with absolute faith and certainty, as a declaration, as a commitment, as a conviction, with confidence, with courage, with absolute faith and certainty, that's when your energetic field shifts. That's when your breakthrough happens. And the universe begins rearranging itself and all the circumstances around that decision. Like how some of you, actually not some of you, a lot of you or all of you have been manifesting inquiries and text messages, invites for collaborations, partnerships, or clients who are interested in your services. Every wisdom tradition points to the same truth. The outer world reflects the inner world, always, without exception. Not, I hope this works, not I'm trying to become this version of myself, but this is inevitable for me. This is already who I am. All right. The decision comes first. I just want to check who are here with me now. I'm extending, huh? I hope it's all right for a few more minutes. This is the last step. But I just want to, and anytime you have a question, you can share in the chat. We're extending for like 10 to 20 minutes. Just checking everyone. Are you still with me? Give me some emojis. I'm very mindful of the time. Yay. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I know some of you are sleeping, some of you are multitasking, some of you are working, some of you are fully listening. So, oh, you love it, love it, love it. How about the others? Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. Uh, so that's the last step, that right? We tackled all the last step, the 3 steps, and that's the last step, activation of your highest, fullest self. And that's it, you say, this is who I am, there's no turning back. Everything begins with identity. You do not create the life you want through actions alone. You create it through self-concept, through the deep, settled decision of who you are. Who are you right now? Again, everything is a mirror. Everything in the outer world reflects what's inside of you. Joe Dispenza would always say this: your personality creates your personal reality. The thing is, a lot of light workers would fall back to the old pattern. A lot. I know a lot of people who have raised their abundance exchange and they are attracting clients, but then they're like, I just get like half of the amount of clients that I have as before, and then they go back to the old pattern. But why? I mean, honestly, you're gonna earn the same money, but maybe is it because you want the attention? Is it because, do you want to be like, I mean, again, it's up to you, huh? I'm not saying the Chinese products are cheaper, or I'm just saying, how do you want your business to be? Because I know a lot of people who would sell a $10 product to thousands of people. So if you sell a $10 product to 1,000 people, that's like 10,000, right? My math is correct. 10,000. $10,000. But what if you can sell a $10,000 offer to just one instead of 1,000? What if you just sell 5 people $2,000 offerings? That's just 5 instead of serving 10,000. And the 10,000, the cheap offering, affordable, that's the way of, the Chinese products. In the Philippines, we call it divisoria. You ship it as a really, really bulk rate at a really, really low amount. Or you can go premium, you can go luxury, you can go intimate gatherings for those who believe in you. That's me. I just serve. Right now I have 10. Because 1 out of the 10 just finished the 3 months. So no, actually 2 finished already the 3 months, but then I attracted 2 others. So no, actually I attracted 3, but then 1 backed out. Anyway, with the math, it's now 10 private clients, and I'm serving some new, some renewed. And I know more is coming because someone just booked the discovery call with me. We'll meet tomorrow. So I just serve every day. I wake up, I serve 10 beautiful souls. I pray for you. I channel divine downloads. Even though I don't text you, I pray for you. I light a candle. I hold everyone energetically. I send healing light. I envision you. This is what I do. The 10 people in my world. This is my focus every week. Of course, my first focus is myself, but this is it. I don't need to serve thousands. Maybe someday when I'm really like a high vibe, fully expanded expert in this field, maybe I can hold space for thousands. But right now, and I have more than 10, I'm just saying 10 private clients, and we have 100 members, 100 plus members in Empowered Women's Club. Those are like, old clients, new members, pay what feels good members, and those who paid in full, or booked a session with me. So yeah, anyway, about this, the system, the structure of your business, we're going through this personally on our one-on-one coaching calls, right, and mentoring calls. But my point is, why do you need to serve 1,000 people for $10? Which is possible, especially if you're a star, especially if you have that much of followers. Of course it's possible. It is very possible. Or you can do both. You can sell a $10 product for 1,000 people and sell a $2,000 offer to 5 people. Thinking about my math. Both are same 10,000. Or $1,000 offer to 10 people versus $10 for 1,000. Is it clear? I hope my math is clear. So the thing is, everything begins with identity. What is your self-concept? Are you the Chinese seller, or are you the premium light worker, space holder? Apologies if I say I shouldn't say the nationality, but I mean, it's well known all over the world that, China sells affordable products. So, there has to be a deep, settled decision of who you are, a deep, settled decision of who you are with absolute faith and certainty, and daily inspired action steps, commitment, courage, confidence, and conviction, and should be relentless, focusing on what matters, focusing on the next inspired action step, and being persistent, consistent, committed, not wavering, no return decision, standing your ground, remaining and maintaining that frequency. This is the message. Deciding based on how your highest, fullest version of you will decide, not the scared version, not the version who's full of shame and guilt and unforgiveness of the past, but the expansive, most powerful version of you, and embody it daily amidst all the negative circumstances, amidst all the challenges. That's why you come from personal power, not from circumstantial power. You don't get dissuaded. You don't fall back to old patterns based on the circumstances that are happening. This is the training ground. Like for me, suddenly I've established such a beautiful life in Dubai, and then, really? Suddenly all the missiles? I didn't stop. I could have been so depressed. I could have been sulking right now. But I'm here. I'm showing up. I show up. And that's something that I would love for you to do. Decide who you are, embody it daily. Let reality catch up to this new, highest, fullest version of you. Not like, I hope it works. Not like I'm trying, but this is already who I am. Decisions are portal. Decisions are portals. Decisions are opportunity portals. The decision to become your highest fullest self, that is when you make that decision, that is when the universe will rearrange itself according to your decision. There's one aspect that I want you to really, really anchor in. You do not make that decision when you feel ready. You will never be 100% ready. Like as Sophia's inspiring us all in the chat, right? She did it, the YouTube channel, she revamped it. Now she has 11.1 thousand subscribers. I was gonna say dollars. 11.1 thousand dollars. 11.1 thousand, 11,100 subscribers on YouTube in a matter of weeks. Matter of weeks. Matter of weeks. She just did it. And you can course correct along the way. I saw it. Yeah, 100. It is already 11. I think it's, wait, what did I see? I saw something like, was that the TikTok? Sorry. It's 1.1. It's the TikTok that I was saying. Yeah. But let me just speak this way. It's 1.11. It's 1.11K. It's there. It's already there. And then the TikTok is the one with 11,000, right? Yes. I love you for just but yes, I manifested it. Look at the number, right? I was like, I see you and it's 11,000. It's the TikTok. I mean, come on. I just have like 2,000, I don't know, or less on TikTok. And you have 11. So how did you do that? You just do it, right? You just do it. You just do it one step at a time. You post, you decide that it's viral. I remember you, Sophia, sharing to me. I just decide that it's gonna be viral. You just show up. Yes, you just show up. So tonight, please, as we end this module, I want you to step through the portal. Decisions are portals. You do not make the decision when you feel ready. As Sophia is saying, and we're being inspired by this sharings. Yes, 100,000. Yes, it is done. You just show up. Let's all be inspired. You do not decide when you're fully ready. Readiness is a result of your decision. That's it. You decide you're ready, and then you become ready. That's how you become ready. And then you decide, and that's a no return decision. Readiness is not a prerequisite for the decision. I just say it because it's like a usual or normal word to say. Are you ready? Are you ready? But honestly, not a prerequisite. Not when everything you have fixed everything in your life. Not when your husband has already approved of it. Not when you have this courage to show up more fully. You decide it. And if you don't decide it, I honor it. I respect that. Let's all honor. We all have our own journeys. But I want you to always recalibrate to what your highest self actually looks like, feels like. Your highest self is wise. Your highest self is patient. Your highest self is relaxed. Your highest self trusts. Trust in their decision that when you make this decision, I decide that I'm going to make $5,000 a month. Or maybe for some of you, I'm going to make $2,000 a month. That's very doable. Outside of my corporate job, from my spiritual coaching business. You decide it. You don't ever compare yourself to others. You listen. If you don't have time for yourself, that's when we don't manifest. That's it. I really learned this. When I didn't have time for myself, I thought my schedule should be booked. Like, okay, Monday to Friday, I'm working as a senior high school teacher in the mornings. I wake up at 4 o'clock for 8 a.m. in the Philippines. And then in the afternoon, I'll be an English teacher for French professionals, because when the Philippines is sleeping, when my students in the Philippines are sleeping, my students in France are still awake. And then in the weekend, I would do my Karma Yoga Dubai. This was when I first arrived in Dubai. I was doing online work back in the Philippines and in France. I have my English speaking students, and then I have my Karma Yoga Dubai every weekend, and then I have my business, my empowerment life coaching business, which I insert here and there in the day and sometimes in the weekend. I have 4 things going on. I didn't have a break. I didn't have time for myself. So I was like, I'm doing everything. Why am I not expanding truly? I didn't have time for myself. I didn't have time for my work, for my inner work. I didn't have time for my walk, for my walking meditation. I didn't have time for my dancing. You gotta have time for yourself. I didn't even have time I didn't hire a mentor yet at that time when I arrived in Dubai. When I first hired a mentor, I was like, oh, when I came back to reviewing with my Reiki coach, Reiki master teacher, when I actually asked for it because she wasn't offering it in public. I asked, can we have like one-on-one weekly sessions? I asked for it. She wasn't really publicly offering it to everyone because she just focuses on her group Reiki courses. So I asked if it's all right if I can have like bi-weekly, actually not weekly, bi-weekly sessions with you. And yeah, it helped me a lot. So, your highest self respect herself and is well respected by others. What else? Describe your highest self. My highest self is, you do not demand respect, you do not chase. You carry yourself well, in the way you speak, in the way you dress, in the way you show up, in the way you collaborate, in the way you hold your own energetic curtains, in the way you honor your energy, in the way you protect yourself and others, in the way you manage your energy. It's not actually managing your time, but managing your energy. That's another module in the energy management and protection in the life coaching course. We talked about that, right? Why am I saying energy management and not time management? Because there are times when you would spend a lot of hours on something because you really don't have the energy to do that for the day. But if you have the energy to do that for the day, take advantage of that, make the most of that, and you just have to spend like 1 or 2 hours compared to when you're really not in the mood, you're in, your period, or you're sick and you had to exhaust yourself for long hours. So it's energy management more than time management. Maybe you work best at night. Why are you forcing yourself to work in the morning? Work at night. So it's actually an energy management when you're in your fullest power, fullest energy. A lot of books out there would tell you to work in the morning. And I did my best, but I really work best at night. So I follow that. That's energy management. Don't believe what everyone say, even if they're experts. Even what I say. Don't believe everything I say. I may be called a Reiki master teacher, master energy healer, but follow your own. You are your own master. Follow your own intuition. Follow your own belief system, your highest truths. The belief systems of your highest, fullest self. Follow what feels good, what's the natural best self according to your highest, fullest self, not according to ego, not according to fears, not according to shame or guilt, not according to circumstantial power, but according to your personal power. What else? I want you to process this. Describe your highest self. My highest self knows her worth. I know my worth. I live in alignment with my worth. I live in alignment with my truth. My highest self charge accordingly. They dress accordingly. They speak accordingly to that worth. Not from ego again, but from highest knowing, from your highest truth. Your highest self honors herself first, fills her cup until it's genuinely full and overflowing, and then it can give. That's why you're here in this call. You want to be filled. I'm filling your cup. Not just me, everyone here in this circle, we're filling each other's cups. You're plugged in here, you're being filled, you're being supported, you're allowing yourself to grow and expand and be provided for, be nourished, be trained, be held, be witnessed, be seen. You are in this space for that. And you're there also to fill other people's cups. Just like the law of entrainment, we're all being recalibrated according to the highest frequency in the room. It may be me, it may be Sophia, it can be Patricia, Patty, it can be Maui, it can be Aliyah, Taz, Denise. I know Denise is already sleeping. We're meeting tomorrow, my love. We're being recalibrated by each other's energy here. I'm not saying that I am the only one who's in high frequency. Maybe there's a part of me that's being activated by one of you. There's a part of one sister activated by another, but when you plug into these high vibe containers with that set intention, what is our set intention? Why are we even here? To master our mindset, to master our manifestation, to master our magnetism. This is a mastermind. A mastermind means it's not just one teacher. All of us here, we're learning and growing together. Your highest fullest self fills herself first and then gives from the overflow, gives from the surplus. What else? What else? What else? I want you to, this is activation of your highest self. So your highest self supports empowerment of everyone in their orbit. They lift others as they rise. You heal others as you heal yourself. No gatekeeping. No hoarding knowledge. As if it's just yours and not others. As if it's not universal knowledge. They do not hoard their light. Your highest self do not hoard universal knowledge or connections. I am very generous with connections. I also know you're very generous with connections. Like, I want you to collaborate with each other. I want you to promote yourself to each other. I don't ever tell you no to self-promotion. I even encourage you to direct message people in the WhatsApp group chat. That is not allowed in my other group chats from my other coach, which I respect, but that's just not who I am. I love universal connection, like I like living a life of no limits, no walls. What else? Reflect on this. Activating your highest full self. How do you activate? You gotta define what is that higher self. And I've shared with you my journaling, right? About my highest self. I'll share with it next meeting. It's in my bag, but I have told you, this is your first homework to me. Write down your I am magic one declarations. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am powerful. I'm peaceful and prosperous. I'm always divinely guided and supported. That I'm magnetic and I'm charming, I'm charismatic, and I'm fully connected and I'm intuitively guided. I'm highly intuitive and deeply grounded. That I am living in alignment with my soul purpose. That I'm fully connected to my promised people. That I give and receive. That I'm expanding my vessel every single day. What else? That I'm fully shining my light. You do not shrink for anyone. That I have all the answers within me. That I belong and I uplift the energies in every room that I enter. Oh, one more thing that's coming. Your highest self accepts that they will not be accepted by everyone. That you will outgrow certain people, certain circles. As you rise, you will outgrow certain energies, people, situations, old jobs, old places, old groups of friends. You do not apologize for your growth. You honor your growth. You create and join communities of high vibe souls who match your high frequency. What else? So I want to leave you with some journal therapy prompts. I'll share with you this slide. Yeah, I really want for you to reflect on this later this week, the whole week. Your highest self sends the invoice without apologizing, posts consistently. Consistency is a form of integrity. Invest before they feel ready every single time. So I have written here what your highest self looks like, wise, patient, respected, because they respect themselves, serves the greatest good, honors themselves first, knows their worth, lift as they rise, seeks answers from within. And yeah, there will be bridge of incidents. And I want you to keep going. There were moments in my journey where everything looked like it was falling apart. Where the old version of me would have said, see, this is too big for you. But the highest self version of me would say, this is the bridge of incidents. This is the path rearranging itself. This is the moment you keep going. And this is also how you'll realize the power of positive thinking and positive feeling. You got to make that genuine decision to change with absolute knowing perfect. You are powerful and worthy and deserving to receive what you have asked for in perfect divine timing. You commit to going all the way with persistence, consistency, patience, and trust. Not until it gets hard and then you revert back to your old self. No. Relentless all the way. And according to Florence Scovel-Shinn, what we have to embody is surism, not positivism, not optimism, but surism. Surism is stronger than optimism every single time. Optimism says, I hope that this works. Surism says, it's already done. It's already mine. It's already complete. It's already fulfilled. You release all energies of resentment, unforgiveness, and skepticism. This is 2026. It's 2026 already. You take full responsibility for your own life. You're driven by your own inner fire. You take inspired action steps in alignment with your new beliefs, and you reinforce everything daily by declaring, writing, expressing, genuinely feeling it in your body as you dance, as you breathe, as you do your walking meditation, as you sleep, before you sleep, the SATS, state akin to sleep. So again, I come back to the question. What is one thing your highest self would do this week that your old self has been postponing? I want you to do this right now. Not a list, just one. Just one. That's all I ask. Just one. You write it down, and then you encircle it, and then this is what you're gonna do. So you write it down in your journal. Oops. What's happening? Yeah, you write it down in your journal. I'm gonna give you the slides for the other journal therapy prompts, but we'll end here. What's happening? Why is it so small all of a sudden? Yeah, there. Oops, what's happening? Oh my gosh. Something controlling my screen. There. And module 4, oh my gosh, you're gonna love module 4. We're gonna be anchoring in all the abundance codes. I've prepared the 8 MMM abundance codes, activating your magnetism blueprint. So tonight, it's really clearing the vessel, releasing the resistance, resetting the energetic field, activating the new identity. And module 4, so in 2 weeks, I believe, because we're supposed to be scheduled every last Monday of the month. Yeah, because next week will be the monthly community coaching call. So we'll meet every Monday and Friday in this coming weeks, because every Friday is the life coaching masterclass training. So please reserve your Mondays and Fridays. And the last Wednesday of the month will be for Goddess Oracle Guidance. That's for the bigger group, the Empowered Women's Club Magnetizing Masterclass for everyone, where I pull Oracle cards. So module 4 is where we will activate everything that we have created here. More mastery on your identity, on your vibration, on your magnetic attraction, your inspired movement. But this is the prompt. So more on your creator power, your creative manifestation, embodied worthiness, and prosperity consciousness that comes with peace, according to Faz. So yeah, and I have other prompts to send to you. I'll send it in our WhatsApp group chat. But yeah, I want you to reflect on this. you are creator of your wealth, of the love of relationships. You're surrounded by abundance. I want you to recognize all the wealth and all the love you already have in your life right now. The people who believe in you, the divine wisdom that you have right now. The fact that you're in this room tonight, or whether you're here or watching this on replay, you're choosing yourself. So may you always decide and act from pure love frequency according to your highest fullest self, not from worry, not from doubt, not from fear, not from shame, not from guilt. Always trust your heart. Always believe that you deserve the very best. You are loved. You are abundant. You are being divinely guided and supported because you exist. It's your birthright. Not because you're righteous, not because you're always doing the right thing, or not because, you know, you're working so hard. No, just because you exist, you deserve the very best. That's it. Always trust your intuition. Always trust your magic. So if you can share with us, what is one thing your highest self would do this week that your old self has been postponing? So I have some journal prompts on resistance and identity declaration. I have more, but I want to end with mantras as our closing declarations. I want you to repeat after me. We speak this out loud together as one voice. Let's make it larger. As always, I finished my my slides a few minutes before class. That's how I am. So, all right, let's recite our closing declarations together. I release, touch your heart, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And relax as you say all this. I release all resistance to my abundance. I'm safe to receive more than I have ever had before. I'm a creator of wealth. I'm surrounded by abundance. I recognize the wealth already present in my life right now. I honor my word to myself and to the universe. I show up fully, and so the universe shows up for me. I no longer wait for permission. I lead myself. My past does not define me. My decision defines me. I'm already my highest self. I live from this place now. Decisions are portals, and I step through mine now. This is inevitable for me. I give to myself first, so I may overflow into the lives of others. So be it, and so it is. I am magnetic to love, aligned opportunities, and everything that is mine. I receive it all with grace, with gratitude, and with complete certainty. So be it. And so it is. Remember our Latin decree? Do you remember? I speak and abundance is everywhere. Dichas et abundance ubique. Dichas et abundance ubique. I hope you remember that from our last community coaching call. That's a good declaration or spell. Dichas et abundance ubique. It is done. It is mine. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance surrounds me. So I bless you that I hold you energetically, strongly in prayer right now, that you always decide and act from pure love frequency, that you always trust your heart and always trust your intuition and your magic. I have shared a blessing. I guess it was, I sent it to several of you, 2 or 3 of you recently. I want to just read it because when I type, I'm like And then when I type for a client, and then I'm like, oh, I think this other client of mine can benefit from what I shared with my other sister, I also send it to my other sister. So to some of you. So I have type this down, and when I just type it, and then I bless you. So I want to just read what I type. May you always feel so relaxed and calm and blissful and so loved. May you attract and magnetize more high value international clients who love you and who you really love to serve. May all the love and money you give return to you multiplied on a consistent and continuous basis. May new aligned clients come in and keep pouring in, the ones who value you and pay you effortlessly and with ease and grace. And may you feel supported, provided for, and secure in every way. And may you love yourself fully, completely, and unconditionally. And may you always show up for yourself. May you shine your light fully. And may you always just decide and focus on the next inspired action step. Allow me to just say my final blessings to all of you. There's no questions in the chat, so that's amazing. I mean, that's not amazing, but I mean, I'm like, we save time because, I mean, you can always ask me questions after. I feel like this batch, there's not much questions, which is wow. It's not amazing, more of it's impressive. Impressive is the word. Impressive that you don't have that much questions. But I would love to answer your questions. So you can always message me anytime. Aliyah says, I love the prompt. I'm so excited to create. Yay! Love you. So yeah, thank you so much for being here tonight. Please do your journal prompts this week. Practice the energetic release, the field clearing every single day. Come back to the feeling of your highest self every morning before you even pick up your phone. Before you even touch anything else, you touch your heart when you wake up, or that you're before you go to bed, touch your heart, or one hand on your heart, the other one on your belly, or one hand on your heart and the other one on your third eye or crown. That's the first and last energetic centers that you will touch, not your phone, not anything else. So thank you for sharing this session with me. I want you to come back to this feeling every morning, every night. Do the state a kid to sleep as you sleep tonight. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of this circle, what we're building together. You know, I used to do a masterclass. There's only one person there, or there's only two. This is real, huh? When I was beginning, because I would only have 4 enrollees, and then 3 would be absent, for example, and then 1 will show up live. Or sometimes 2 will be absent, will watch the recording, 2 will show up live. That was how I started. I just have like, I'm talking to, like, it's a group class, 4 people enrolled, but only 1 will show up live. But now, even though like 4 people or 5 people are absent, we're still like, you know, 8 or 9 or 10 in the room. So, just telling you how I started. That was how I started. That I would show up live for a group call and only 1 will be there. There will be moments like that. Not all the time, but yeah, okay. So thank you. Oh my God, let's sleep. Allow me to send the final blessings. Allow me to just bless you. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away all your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. And may you walk gently through the earth and know its beauty all the days of your life. Let us bring our hands together in prayer and recite the 5 Reiki principles with feelings. Or you may just simply say yes after me. Just for today, I'm at peace. I trust. I'm grateful. I work joyfully. I'm loved. And with a smile on your faces, let's slowly and gently open our eyes. May you always be peaceful and prosperous and confident and courageous and magnetic. Thank you, big sis. I love you. I love you. I'm so excited for a collab. I'm so excited. You know, right now, I just collaborate with my students, honestly. My private clients, my students, and my teachers or my mentors. um, yeah, I I love collaborating with you, so I'm so happy. I just finished offering. Have a lovely night, my sister. I love you. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you, Maui. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Patty, for always being there. Thank you, Aliyah, my love. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Thank you, dear Thaz. I'm so excited for all of you. May always be confident, courageous, committed, consistent. And may you always know and understand that wherever you are right now, it's where you're supposed to be. Right here. This is how the universe guided you so that you can bring out the best of you, so that you can give your greatest light. Like, for example, you're single right now. You're single because that is how you can give your greatest light to the world. Or whenever, if you have a partnership, or whenever you have, you know, certain challenge, for example, because you have to learn the lessons. Trust that. Trust it. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Take it one step at a time, one decision at a time. And I'm here to support you every step of the way. Thank you so much for joining me.